Do a quick mic check for me because I didn't get to actually check
Okay.
your mic.
Do you think that I'm going to be louder? Oh, all right.
All right. Wow.
I mean, you're better at it, obviously, because you just sound like him, kind of.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, you could just talk like that.
I might start talking like that.
No, I don't think you should.
All right.
Yeah, you have to open your mouth even wider, though. I don't know how he does that. He'll be like,
wow.
You know what's crazy is like
I love that guy.
You doing that is way less of an ick than you singing along to that music.
To White
that you
Iverson
like.
by Post Malone.
Oh my God. It makes me never want to have sex with you ever again.
Balling, I was young.
Just guys getting really into music. I don't know how any woman, I know that there's women that like it. I mean, there's women that date musicians. That's even worse.
You never would,
You like
huh?
strumming guitar and singing and like making those faces that people make when they sing. I'd rather I'm trying to think of like someone really gross.
I got a guy for you.
I was going to say, who's that dead guy who we were talking about sucked his own dick? Ron Jeremy. I'd rather have sex with Ron Jeremy than like a guy that's playing me acoustic guitar. I don't know. It's not really a good comparison.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really? Ron Jeremy?
The most disgusting person you can think of, as long as they're not like, I hate that. I hate that. Hate. Even you singing along, and I know you were joking around. So obviously if you're joking around, it's better. But if you're getting really into your music, there's no bigger ick for me.
Really? Than being being like a, like a kind of a
it's
gross
like worse than crying.
slob who.
I don't care about that. You can cry, you can like do all that, but like unless it's a funny song and then it's like and it's a bit. Like obviously when there's certain songs you sing that are a bit. But you just like enjoying yourself, yeah, that's gross.
Yeah. You'd rather watch me suck my own dick?
Yes.
Than
I'd rather watch
play
you
acoustic guitar.
Yeah. Or just sing along to lyrics that you really like.
I think I'd pretty much rather watch anyone suck their own dick than watch them.
Well, sucking your own dick is
play guitar.
Is like entertaining, and listening to someone sing along to a song is karaoke, and karaoke is the worst thing that's ever happened to mankind.
Whoa!
Besides cancer and Auschwitz. Cancer, Auschwitz, karaoke. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm not a big fan of karaoke or the Holocaust.
Yeah. But cancer, you
Cancer,
love.
yeah.
Cancer.
Big fan. Keep it up, Cancer. Keep it coming.
What's your favorite cancer?
Probably ball.
I was gonna say tits.
No,
it's balls or tits.
Because here's the thing: breast cancer gets so much. It's like nobody cares about any other kind of cancer.
Yeah, but it's branded well. That's what I'm saying.
It's only breast
cancer. It's like
cancer.
the supreme of cancer. It has like a fucking logo. It has
sometimes I get like a pain in my ball, like a dull pain in my balls, and I think I have cancer. Every single time I'm like, I have cancer.
Yeah, you're a hypochondriac.
That's it. I have ball cancer. I'm gonna fucking.
Yeah, I know you're a hypochondriac. You spiral at like the small. I mean, and you don't even get sick, so it's like. I've really been sick and like in a really devastating way, and like I'm not.
You're not scared of getting ball cancer at all.
I would be more scared of getting skin cancer. But they can scoop that out of your face. I mean, it's not like fun.
Oh god, they scoop it out?
Yeah, just like your balls.
Like Baskin Robbins? Just like my balls. They're going to scoop out my balls?
Well, when you get cancer in them, yeah.
You ever seen Fight Club? You haven't seen you've seen Fight Club.
I just don't have any memories of anything.
Not even the guy.
Did he have ball cancer? I don't know.
And he gets huge tits.
I don't know what you're making all this up.
No, I'm not.
That's the plot.
That's the plot.
He gets ball cancer and then he gets huge tits.
No, it's like that's a B plot. That's a side plot. That's a side character, Bob.
He gets tits.
Yeah, he gets ball cancer and then he gets tits. He grows tits.
That's crazy.
Because his like body starts producing more estrogen or something. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I would rather not remember this entire movie.
Okay. So you don't want to talk about Fight Club?
Why would I? Fight Club is just another like ick
rocks.
that men like over fucking talk about.
Yeah, people. Yeah, we're definitely too into it as a.
Because it's not even that complicated. You guys just want to fight each other. We get it.
Well, it's also like. What's interesting about that movie is how they're like, Hollywood makes you think you're gonna be.
I fall asleep.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter. We don't have to talk about.
You're
Fight
like
Club.
the interesting thing about that movie, and I'm like.
No, yeah, I was here when you did that just now. You're like the joke I just did, and the joke I just did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You were all like,
I've been doing that.
And then I was all like, okay.
I've been doing that bit.
Solid.
That's the first bit I ever remember doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Classic.
tits are out.
Classic
I'm
bit.
Scared.
Your tits aren't out. They're in.
I'm scared that they're coming out. It's like the worst posture ever. I've been noticing that a lot, so I'm trying to find a way to sit that's like. But this is worse. I'm like.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Well, because this props your shoulder up.
Yeah, but it's just I don't like it. I don't like this.
Well, you can.
I don't
suck
like this right here. That's weird.
What? What are you gonna?
This right here.
Oh, I thought you were gonna touch my stomach. Yeah, but don't.
Why can't I touch your stomach? Why are you being weird about that?
I'm fucking ticklish, and I hate when people touch my stomach. And belly button is my ultimate, most angry thing you can touch on my body. Yeah, it's the worst thing you could touch on me is my belly button.
Really?
I'm getting mad right now. Just
yeah, you're like tearing up a little bit. It's kind of freaking me out, actually.
I don't understand how anybody has someone touch the inside of their belly button and doesn't become irate.
Because you like feel it in your balls or what? That's what happens when somebody touches my belly button.
Yeah.
I feel it in my balls. And I'm like, do I have
like
cancer?
It's like you're putting your fingers inside of my pussy.
Yeah. But I actually do that, though.
Well, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, what do you...
Because it's feeling like you're putting your fingers in my pussy, but there's no good feeling associated. It's only bad feeling.
Because there's no, like, nerve endings in your belly button.
No, there is,
There's
and they're
no
bad
clit
ones.
And your belly button doesn't have a clit.
There's nerves. They're just not good ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, you wanted to fucking talk about
I mean, it's
some
out.
shit.
It's like teasing me
I
now.
know, but don't touch it.
Here comes...
I'll punch you in the face, and I've never done that to anyone.
That would be good for the pod, though, if you punch me, I think. If you punch me in the face?
I don't want to punch you.
Just fucking punch me. Fight Club. Let's do Fight Club. Let's make bombs. I definitely can't say that on YouTube, huh? Let's make bombs.
Yeah, enough. We need to not get taken down off TikTok. Anyway, what were you saying again?
I wasn't saying anything, but I do have. I brought some topics today. I never bring topics. Today I brought some stuff to say. So you want to get into it or what?
Hurry
do you want to do your
up,
thing?
hurry.
Do you want to do your thing first?
No, I already started. I started by talking about how I hate that you like singing. We did that, so now it's your turn.
So we just watched the Dan Schneider documentary.
I mean, that's not what they call it.
I actually don't even know what it's called.
They call it Quiet on Set.
Quiet on Set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I mean, I feel like it should be called the Dan Schneider.
Yeah.
Story.
Well.
Anyway, fuck club. That's what they should. Okay, never mind. We're gonna cut that out. Cut that out.
Hey, Cameron.
Cut
Hey,
that
me.
out. Hey.
Okay, get to the point.
So yeah, crazy stuff, huh? About Dan Schneider. I mean, this guy. Because growing up, I thought he was just producing hit shows.
I didn't. You knew who he was?
I remember seeing his name on like Drake and Josh.
That's
and
the weird
stuff.
thing about you is this is how you know like you've always been interested in entertainment. You like will read the director's name on a movie or like you'll read like the casting credits. Like I've never read that one time.
Yeah,
I've never
that's
even
weird,
read the actor's name. I'm mad
really
that
weird.
there's text even coming up when my show's supposed to be on.
Yeah.
So I never knew his name. I didn't even know he was the old man in the Amanda Show.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I mean, but I didn't know who he was, but I saw his name a lot. He was on. His name was on every single.
Never read it.
Yeah. Well.
I refuse to read. Is the point?
That's also I guess that might be the biggest
hate
difference.
reading.
But Dan Schneider, he, I mean, you know this already, but for our viewers at home,
No, you don't need to talk to the viewers. Just talk to me.
for our viewers at home, Dan Schneider, well, here's what I was thinking. Here's one of my biggest takeaways from that is Dan Schneider. He grew up fat and he grew up ugly, right? He grew up fat and ugly, and clearly was like, girls like made fun of him. They weren't, he wasn't getting like.
I mean, you're making that up.
I'm not making that up. I think we can use deductive reasoning to.
No. You were saying he's fat and ugly. Fine. Mostly fat.
I'm saying he grew up fat and ugly.
Okay, yes. We've got that part. You can't say, like, all the girls were mean to him.
Well,
he was like on a TV show when he was 19. So he's probably getting pussy then, right?
I don't know. But I'm talking about even younger than that, though. I'm talking about as a child. He grew up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure girls were very mean to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess my question is this all women's fault?
Mm-hmm.
Everything that...
Specific women, like 10 specific women.
Yeah. I mean, women, maybe you guys as a whole, you guys could be nicer to fat ugly people.
I don't think I've specifically been that mean to fat ugly people. Are you trying to
No, I'm not saying
pin this on me?
I don't think Dan Schneider's your fault specifically.
Yeah, it kind of feels like you're literally.
But you know what I'm saying, though. Do you think he would be the monster that he was?
I just don't get why anyone who's that fat and that ugly and cares about getting pussy doesn't change that when they're rich.
I mean, he did change it.
No, he didn't. He looks the same.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, I thought you meant the other.
I think he's just a pedophile. Like, here's the thing. I see what you're saying, and usually those type of guys, like, they have like a girlfriend who they just like, who's like weak and pathetic, and they just like beat on or something. But it's like, no, it was like a next step with him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess.
But there's always some like, there's got to be some sort of like, horrible trauma at the root of this, right? Or is it just like some people are just evil? Or,
maybe like he got beat by his dad.
Okay, so once again, this is a man's fault.
But the thing is, like, no, I don't. To me, it doesn't seem like they gave us enough of his real personality to know anything. They said he, did this at work or whatever, but it's like he wasn't on the documentary. We don't get to hear him talk really.
Mm-hmm.
We have no idea. We just know that he abused people.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe it's not all women's fault, but I think that if girls would have been nicer to him growing up, maybe
you keep bringing this back.
Maybe Amanda Bynes would, be
not
like
lobotomized.
Yeah, maybe she'd have a brain still.
I mean, this is a really, really great take, Cameron. I'm sure that this is going to go well for you. And then you're trying to get me in on it, too.
I'm like, right? Okay, fine. All right. I mean, all that is a bit. Anybody who takes this as anything more than a bit is
a stupid woman who should fucking start sucking fat cock.
Look, I'm not saying that.
Also, by the way, it's like I will say that like I want to fuck like loser virgins, like if I was single to like help them, and like I said that I've given pity pussy up to a lot of people, and you'd be like, ugh, gross, and it's like, okay, but you can't
You're
win.
Saying pick a side.
Yeah,
okay.
It's like, do you want girls to pity fuck losers, fat losers, or do you want to be able to look at your girlfriend in the eyes?
Yeah. That is a tough call.
Because it's like, what if like some girl fucked Dan Schneider and then no one ever wanted to be her girlfriend again?
No, I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah.
I'd be fine if you had sex with Dan
maybe
Schneider.
like maybe his jizz is like is like
Slime.
acidic and like infects you, and then it like, yeah, your pussy will never be the same again.
It's slime.
It's green slime.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I knew this was gonna bum me out.
we can move on to what I really wanted to talk about with this whole thing, which is Pickle Boy. Pickle Boy. That was a rough one. That was rough to find out.
You're like, okay, let's get into more grape.
It's like Pickle Boy's a pedophile.
I didn't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
Who cares about him, Cameron? You didn't care about him either.
If you can't trust Pickle Boy, who can you trust?
No. First of all, now I would have been happier if it was the lobsters that turned out were raping people. The dancing lobsters.
The dancing lobsters?
Yeah.
The raping lobsters?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have been. I guess I don't know.
They were doing it in the lobster costume.
What I think is like crazy though is like his whole that guy Brian Peck, his whole job
was made up.
It was made. He's a vocal coach, not a real job.
They're not singing really on it.
And it's like so his whole job in actuality, it turned out, was to groom children. Which
of course, you want to get in this fucking conspiracy theory.
It's not how is this a conspiracy theory?
Well, you're going to go deeper into it to make it one, is what I'm saying. Because that's what you do.
Well, it's like the whole thing with like the Leo thing, with him and Leo touching each other in a weird way, and like bringing Drake Bell to Disneyland with he's like, oh, meet my friends. It's like, who are these friends? Right? Other cabal pedophile, which is, it just makes me feel like, is there something weird going on in Hollywood?
I have to pick my nose. I'm so sorry.
You're picking your nose every 5 seconds of every episode.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of boogers in there.
Why do you wait to pick your nose till we're on camera?
I pick my nose on and off camera.
I'm making a point right now.
Yeah, I mean, you've made this point to me, and you're really concerned about, again, the conspiracy part, which is your fucking dick is so hard to know this upper echelon pedophile group. Like, you're dying to be on Epstein Island. Like, you act like
this is
shut the fuck up. You act like you're so concerned about. You're dying to you want to know who Brian Peck's friends are. Do you see how you're insane?
How is that insane?
Because
also, how does that make? How are you?
You want to go?
Don't tell me to shut the fuck up. By the way,
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. You're fucking.
You're
so rude.
I'm not saying you.
This is a podcast.
I'm not saying you want to fuck kids, but you do want to shake the hands of people who have.
This is not the take.
You're so interested in who the whole group is and what they're doing and what kind of food they eat and what kind of clothes they wear and like why they're going to Disneyland. You want to know these people.
I know why they're going to Disneyland.
Sure. Yeah, for the butterbeer and the fucking. There probably is a kid fuck room at Disney, but you'd love to go and see because it's like a museum to you. You like it's like an escape room or something. Like you like finding out the clues about the organization. Like I'm not thinking about any of this.
Yeah, you don't care at all.
I don't give a fuck about anything but picking my nose.
Jesus Christ. It's so distracting. It's so hard to have a conversation with you when you just.
I'm always picking my nose, and we have conversations all the time.
I can't believe that this is the angle that you're taking. That I want to be.
You're.
That I want to hang out with Pickle Boy and his pedophile friends. That's what you. That's your angle.
You just need to know.
Yeah, I want to know what's really going on.
Yeah, but do you see how that's also perverted?
No, it's not.
How close are you going to get?
It's more perverted to just be like, I don't care.
Why?
Because it's like more kids are going to keep getting SA'd in the A because you're like, I don't care.
I'm not saying I don't care.
I want to I'm like the guys that go on YouTube and they're like,
Yeah, you think
What
you're,
do you-
yeah, you
wha-
think you're
oh,
gonna like
you wanna-
save the day. Yeah, you think you're
I'm
gonna
not
like
gonna save the day.
Spider-Man
No,
of
I'm not.
SA.
I'm not Spider-Man, but maybe like a Green Lantern or something.
Ant-Man.
More of like
The
a
Ant-Man of sexual assault.
Well, okay, I didn't know you were gonna fucking turn this around on me and just make it. It's you would make it like, oh, you're crazy.
You're not crazy. You're
It's
just
like
obsessed.
they just keep exposing
You're obsessed.
this pedophile ring Hollywood elite,
Everyone's a pedophile. Yeah.
and I'm like, this kind of crazy. And you're like, oh, you and your little conspiracy theories, and it's like we just watched 4 hours.
I know, but everything that you do, everything that you hear, you have to like I'm not thinking about it at all.
That's not good. That doesn't make you smarter than me,
I'm not saying I'm
or
smarter.
that doesn't make me the
No.
crazy guy.
I'm not saying I'm smarter.
But you're saying I'm the crazy guy.
I'm not saying you're crazy. I'm saying you're obsessive.
All right, whatever.
You don't think so?
It's just like, do you have to be a pedophile to work at Nickelodeon? Is that
Yes.
one of the prerequisites?
I mean, if you're smart.
And another thing is like, it's just like every single one of them,
Yes.
all of them.
Yes. So
Who's
if you're
next?
A pedophile, if
Who's
you're a pedophile,
next? Who's next?
If you're a pedophile.
Let me talk. Who's next? Cat dog?
Okay, no.
Cat's a good guy, but dog is a fucking monster.
Did you write that down?
Yes, I wrote that down.
You need to stop
I've
writing
been
stuff
waiting
down.
to get
I
to
know,
that
you need to stop writing
for
stuff.
30
Yeah,
minutes.
We're done with you writing
And you
stuff
just kept
down.
stomping on my
Yeah,
timing.
You're done with writing
Because
stuff
you
down.
can't even let me finish a sentence. You just stomp on every single one
Yeah, but
of
I'm
my
saying if you're just
fucking
saying punchlines at me, that's not really good for either of us either, right?
Especially if you don't let me get to the punchline. We could have clipped that. That could have been the clip right
No,
there.
I think that you're assuming that works better.
Who's
for
next?
us.
Cat dog?
Okay. We should just have a conversation, baby. Just talk to me like I'm a person.
I am.
No, you're talking to me like you're doing like a 60 Minutes interview with like a child that got graped by Brian Peck.
And I'd love to hang out with that guy, right? I'd love to go to Disneyland with Brian Peck.
Mm-hmm. Anyone that's not me. I'm honestly so much less fun at Disney than probably most pedophiles because I hate Disney. I hate rides. What? I think that you would have more fun with Brian Peck at Disney than me, right?
What?
You don't think so? I think I'm one of the
I'm just
worst
mad.
people that
I'm
you
just
can take
mad
to
now.
Disney. I know.
Because you ruined my whole segment.
Yeah, but you can't have
You
high
were shutting it down.
You can't have high expectations
I
for
came in. I was like, boom, boom.
Yeah, you were into
Bing,
it,
bah,
but it's a
bah.
two-way street. We're having a conversation.
Yeah, but you never even gave it a chance. You were just
I
like,
was trying to have a different.
You want to hang out with pedophiles, and
That was
you want
my.
to.
So what? I didn't
And you're-
answer the way that you thought I was going to. So.
I just thought we could have a real conversation.
But I don't care about what you're saying, so I have to take some type of angle.
I don't care about anything you ever say.
I know, but that's why when we have
But
a
I
normal
still
conversation.
play the game.
No, when I bring up things, then I could tell you don't want to talk about them. That's why I stopped. I didn't write as much stuff down because I was like, it's better when we just talk and then we get into it on our own. You're cute and handsome.
Don't do that right now. Okay, Dan Schneider. All right, relax.
You want to read lines? I mean, you definitely came out swinging. I will say that. I was like, whew.
I don't know. I just feel like there's something weird going on in Hollywood.
I love it here. no one's interested in me, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing is we're both unsuccessful enough to where we are completely unaffected by
Nobody.
the pedophile elite.
Yeah, nobody comes near us. Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon.
Supporters?
We don't have a Patreon.
But when we make a Patreon and you guys start giving, keep that in mind. We're not
We're not making a Patreon.
We're not Brian Peck.
Mhm.
We're not Brian Peck.
I
We're
mean,
not
I don't
Dan
think
Schneider.
I don't think you should preemptively get ahead of our pedophile scandal.
I'm gonna
I
get
think-
out ahead of it. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Hey,
by the way,
by the way.
In about 20 years, we will be doing some stuff. But right
No.
now, we're
No, we're not.
okay.
Well, you really do think I'm a bad guy. You think I'm a bad guy?
No, but the paranoia that I mentioned earlier is shining through.
I'm not paranoid.
You're gonna turn against me. You think I'm a pedophile.
I mean, you definitely have been acting weird this episode. Yeah, I don't know. It's also weird.
Here's
It's
my
also
thing.
weird
Here's-
how much
here's-
you don't
here's
want to
my
talk
thing.
about it. You're
Here's
like,
my thing.
look, it's not real. It's
My thing is just you always want to talk about things that just happened or we've already talked about, and like I don't feel anything from them because we've already kind of like been doing it. And so usually it's better when we just kind of riff, because then I have emotions as they pop up, but it's way harder for me to feel things than you. You are always feeling stuff about things. Like you instantly knew where you stood on that. And I was like, I was just making up a take because I didn't care at all. I was like, oh, you're crazy.
I mean, it's pretty
That was my
easy to
take.
know where you stand on on kids getting. You know, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get demonetized. But
Demonetized.
not trying to get demonetized.
You know what I'm glad that you aren't like though? Like so like
Mhm.
okay, so you're not a pedophile. You're not a musician. And then I guess you don't really play video games. I mean,
Nope.
you kind of do. You play
Not really.
Pokemon.
I barely even
Do
play
we
that.
not count that? I also don't really understand because like to me, if I say you play video games, that means like you're playing PlayStation or Xbox. Is that
I guess. I mean, yeah. I feel like Nintendo would probably have something to
but like
say about
Switch, it's
that.
like and because you play Switch and you play on the computer Pokemon.
Yeah, but also like barely though.
Yeah. So
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 it's
what-
more the amount of video games you play, I think, than the video game
okay,
itself.
yeah. So to me, you're not a video game guy.
I wouldn't consider.
You wouldn't consider
No, I've
yourself-
also always been bad at them.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's
So.
such a turn on. But
Mm-hmm.
I was just because I was talking to my brother about it, and I'm like, I could never date a video game guy ever again.
And so you have okay.
I
again.
have, and it's like,
Yeah.
do you? Okay, I'm trying to think of a comparison to women, but video games.
Like you're like it's like a Crystal Girl, like Crystal
think
Girls.
so?
I think so.
because I tried
It's like
it.
a big red flag for a lot of people.
It's like I don't know what's the word when it like overtakes your entire existence.
Consuming.
Yeah, it's like so all consuming for men. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's an escape from reality because life is scary and hard and.
Is that what it is? And so they're just like, I'll just bury it in Minecraft. Actually, guys don't play Minecraft. That's for children, right?
I mean, some guys play Minecraft. If you know
Do
what I
adult
mean.
men play Minecraft?
The
What?
Hollywood,
What are you looking at me like
the
that?
Hollywood elite
Oh my god.
probably
Here we go.
play Minecraft.
No.
They got a couple pickle boys on Minecraft.
I don't know. I was just so grateful that you're not a video game guy.
All right, video game guy or registered sex offender. If you had to choose one,
What's this offense?
you don't know.
No,
You
I have
just-
to know. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna find out. Here's what I'll
It's-
say. Here's
it's
what I'll
not-
say.
I'll tell you this. It's
Here's what
not
I'll
good.
say. Here's
it
what
ain't,
I'll
it
say.
ain't one of the good ones.
Here's what I'll
okay?
say. If he like publicly masturbated, you're cool. If he
What
like
if it was like near an elementary school?
um,
Not as cool.
near or directly in front of,
Yeah, like
like in the gate, like waiting for them.
mhm.
I mean, still better than video games, I think.
Really? Okay. You really don't like video games.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just
'Cause
like
that's like, I mean, seems kind of mild compared to the guy.
it's not a good take.
I don't know if it's not a good take. It's just you know, you are who you are.
I mean, everyone's masturbated at a school before.
I wonder if eventually we're going to come around and be like, you know what? Pedophiles aren't that bad.
I don't think they're that bad. I think that we just need to like deal with them differently. Like if you show signs of being a pedophile, then like, okay, you know how that guy was touching arms of kids and like hanging around them too much?
Who?
The guy in the documentary, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
There was like 7 pedophiles
okay, doesn't
in the
matter.
documentary.
It doesn't matter. Say you're hanging around, okay? You're touching kids in a way that seems inappropriate. Multiple people have identified it. You know how like they kidnap people in the middle of the night, like in their bed or whatever sometimes?
You think we should do that?
You kidnap them, okay? And you bring them to an island. Now, not the type of island that you're thinking of.
Not the one that they want to go to.
Not the type of island they want to go to, but you put them on the island and now they're there for at least a year. Okay. So they're there.
This is insane, by the way.
Yeah, but then they have
This is
class.
like some police state.
Yeah, sure. But for
Because
pedophiles.
like you're just saying if you get the inkling that some guy is
Well, they're going to go through your shit and confirm.
okay.
But I'm saying if
and
a
then they
person
put you on an island.
put you on an island and you have to do class, you have to do pedophile class. And you have to like it's like rehab and you have to try to re-enter and you're given tests, you know what I mean? Like they'll put you like, you know, in a VR. They'll put you in VR and you'll be like, you know, you'll be like in a room and then like a kid will come in and be like, "Excuse me.
Yeah.
Can you help me?" And they'll see your heart rate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to be able to, you know, what do you do in that scenario? Push the kid away?
Yeah, maybe.
I actually don't know the correct response.
This is a really bad idea, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's I don't know, maybe
to kidnap pedophiles? I
maybe
mean,
just kill
obviously
'em?
you have to like
I think you just kill them.
but what if you could fix them? What if there's like a Neuralink? What if there's like a Neuralink switch that you can
Elon
flip?
Musk, relax.
I feel like Elon Musk might be able to save us from pedophiles.
You think there's a chip you can put in your
Yeah.
brain that makes you attracted to
That turns off the
Adult?
attraction to
adult
kids.
people?
Yeah.
If we can do that, then we could also probably eliminate the gay gene as well.
But gay is not problematic. Why is gay problematic?
Okay, you know, I think we're about out of time.
Well, you wouldn't want to like make anyone gay.
Tell that to fucking Hollywood.
But that would be crazy if they had a Neuralink and it could make you not a pedophile, but it could make you a pedophile.
Yeah.
And your brain's stuck on pedophile mode.
The opposite would probably be true, right? If you're fucking with people's brains like that,
yeah,
and you can control what or who they find sexually attractive.
And it's like too easy of a switch. Like, you know how the other day you're like, why is your red receipts on? It's like red receipts. You accidentally make yourself a pedophile.
You're like, oh yeah, my bad.
it's like, oh, kids have been looking pretty good today.
Yeah. I guess there's the thing. This is like one of those tricky topics, you know, where
Maybe
there's
we should get off of kid fucking.
no real.
I kind of knew we shouldn't.
There's
get into
no
kid
real
fucking.
answer and for like no real solution.
The thing is, if you accidentally get on the topic of kid fucking, I feel like it's chill. But if you like enter and like start with and then just stay on that topic, it feels like a lot.
That's why I was like, hey, do you have anything else you want to talk about first?
Oh, I do.
Because I got about 25 minutes of Pickle Boy.
Oof, I really don't want to do more of that.
Yeah, that's
I forget what I was going to say.
I thought we were going to have like a real discussion about it, though, to be honest.
I don't want to have a real discussion about it.
We just watched 4 hours of it.
I know, and we talked
about
it all night.
It's on my mind.
Yeah, you stay on track mine for... I'm kind of like more like, let's do something different.
Okay, whatever you want to talk about. Good luck pivoting.
I know that you're going to not like whatever I talk about. How about how you just got scammed?
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. We don't
have to.
Whatever.
You may not have got scammed. But by the way,
No,
if
I
you got
got
scammed,
scammed.
you got scammed for $10. It's like kind of like the chillest scam of all time.
Yeah, well, no, I'm worried that they're going to take more money. I just don't have any more money for them to take right now.
Sure, so we're chilling right now.
But,
Eventually.
yeah, I bought clothes on Instagram and,
Yeah.
Something felt off
when they were
about
when
it.
it was 2 shirts for $10.
It's two vintage crew neck sweatshirts.
Oh yeah, for $10.
$5 a piece. I'm like, I can't pass this up.
Credit card information entered.
Here you go. Here's my address. Here's my social. Here's my mother's maiden name. Yeah, freaking scam artists.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to get me.
Chinese.
The
Chinese.
Maybe. They might have been. I don't know. But they...
Everyone always thinks it's the Chinese. It could be like other Asian people probably, right?
I didn't even assume they were Asian because I don't see race.
Did you know that the Great Wall of China is 13,000 miles long? I just found that out through TikTok the other day.
I didn't know that.
Could be made up. Could be not real.
Could be a scam.
Could be a scam. They're making up the Great Wall of China.
Yeah. There's probably some conspiracy theories about the Great Wall. I should look that up because there's so many about the pyramids. There's like no Great Wall.
Oh, do you not have a new conspiracy theory to educate us on?
I mean, we kind of already went into it a little bit.
The moon thing?
Dan Schneider.
And then you just
Schneider
yelled at
Gate.
me saying that you weren't doing a conspiracy theory.
It's not a conspiracy theory. It's the truth.
So is it or is it not?
It's not.
What do you think about?
It's not.
Do you think that? No, I don't want to. No more R word. I was gonna bring it. We should do
R
more.
word. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
How about?
Oh, I do
how
have.
about
I do
this?
have one. This is a really bad take, though. People are
Great.
gonna really not like this. If they didn't like the Pickle Boy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something I can't confirm yet. I don't have all of the pieces in place.
So you have no facts, is what I'm hearing right now.
But I am genuinely convinced that at least a couple of the people on the show Love on the Spectrum are
Oh God.
are
Faking it.
they're actors paid probably by Brian Peck's friends.
Yeah, guys. I mean, he brought this up to me, and I told him don't say it out loud. But he thinks that some of the people on the show are not autistic, and that they're actors.
And I'm not going to say which ones are which because I think you
It's
guys.
Abby
I
and
think
David.
you.
He thinks
okay.
it's-
Okay.
he thinks it's Abby and
I'm
David.
not going to say.
He thinks Abby and David are
I
making
said I'm
it
not
up.
going to say. Don't say the names, Allyson. Why don't you respect my private? Like, you do this where you'll just say anything you fucking feel like about my personal life. This is real. I'm actually angry.
Do you see how he's gaslighting me?
I'm not gaslighting you. I literally just said I'm not going to say
You're
who.
slurring your words.
No,
You
I'm not.
slurred 2 words.
What words did I slur?
I think that
I'm like actually mad this episode.
you're mad that I outed who you think is faking it.
I'm mad for a lot of reasons, and
I thought that was funny. You laughed.
I don't have the emotional capacity to express myself.
I thought that was funny. You laughed.
I can laugh and be angry at the same time.
Do you think maybe you shouldn't though?
I don't know.
Okay.
They're just okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, say why. No, say this.
Okay.
This being said, you
Okay.
have a brother with autism, so.
I just feel like they're almost like caricatures of, because not only does my brother have autism, I have met a lot of people who have autism because of the group homes he's lived in and social. We went to Coco's together with. It's just me, him, families, and like a bunch of people with autism, and it's.
I think they're just elite.
It just feels
I know what you're saying.
disingenuous.
Yeah, they seem like actors because they live in LA and they have rich parents and they're kind of like they're kind of are like everyone in LA. They're kind of our industry.
It seems like they're acting like the way that people expect someone with autism to act. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I'm saying
Where
like they're
it's
just Hollywood.
Like almost like a NPC, like you
I know,
put
but I'm
a
telling
coin
you.
in an autistic person.
But I'm telling you, it's because of their parents and where they were raised, I think.
And the reason I didn't want to say any names is because
Danny's like that too.
No, but but a lot of them feel like more like there's certain people on the show where I'm like, okay, yeah, this seems, this tracks.
Cameron's like, okay, yeah, this person is autistic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
not so sure about this one. But
and people are gonna come for me and they're gonna say you're a bad person.
But do you understand what
blah,
I'm
blah,
saying?
blah.
You don't think that like
No,
that's maybe that
I don't think
you don't
so.
think that's the reason why?
No,
No,
I don't think so. No, it's not what it is.
okay.
There's just something's not adding up.
They seem pretty autistic to me. Them singing The Lion King at the end didn't really sell it for you.
I mean,
bursting out into The Lion King.
That was incredible. That was an incredible moment on television.
It
but
was. And are they not capable of that?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Dude, we could never do a rendition of that song as good as they did. They sing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" so good.
But that's not even what I wanted to talk about with the show, though.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly. But you brought up the conspiracy theory thing, and I was like, okay, well, if I'm being honest, there's one.
I forgot that you were gonna do that.
But so did that melt your mind? Did that melt your mind or what?
Well, you don't really have a good. This is the problem with some of your. Okay, so if you learn about a conspiracy theory based off of a YouTube video, you at least have some talking points that you bring up, even though they don't make any sense. You at least have some. But when it's you that you're suspicious, you don't really have any rhyme or reason. You just go, I just kind of feel this way.
Yeah.
That's not. You need more, I think.
Yeah, but it's also like, what am I just supposed to ignore that too?
Your feelings?
It's a sinking suspicion in my stomach. I bet you money. I'll bet you money right now that within the next 10 years, there's don't yawn. I can hear you yawning in my headphones. Within the next 10 years, there will be a scandal that comes out about this show and about
fake autism.
Them having plants on the show. That's my prediction.
But you have no other like facts to back that up with or like examples. You're just like, this is how I feel and I have good intuition. So you should trust me. Cameron Frost.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I'm asking for a lot of faith here.
Rock solid intuition, Cameron Frost.
It's never led me astray before.
You just got scammed on Instagram. You just got scammed so easily on Instagram.
No. Yes.
So your intuition
yes, I did. Yes, I
sucks.
did. However, my intuition was telling me this is a bad idea. As I was filling
typing
out
in your credit card information.
I'm serious. I had the same feeling in my stomach where I was like, something's off about this. Yeah. But I mean, who am I to turn down such a deal? So yeah, it's like the more I deny that, the more I get scammed. And I'm not going to let Netflix fucking scam me.
Yeah, into having empathy for people with autism.
Okay. No. This is not a lack of empathy thing. But also, okay, the one successful relationship on the show.
There's two.
No, there's not.
Yeah, Connor and what's her face are together still. They said
it's different.
There was another one too. No, yeah, Danny and Adon. There's three.
Yeah.
No, David and what's her face have been together the longest. They've been together 2 years. I mean, you can't beat that. The other people just
And
got together.
Netflix needs them to be together for the show. They need to be like, the show works. Look, we're not taking advantage of people.
But here's a question. If you were approached to go on a date by a casting producer to go on a date with a person with autism on that show, would you do it?
Yes.
Okay, so
100%.
so you have no integrity about
It's actually one
who
of the,
has autism on the show.
You think someone with autism should only date another person with autism?
No, I'm just saying you're saying you'll go on the show because you'll be on the show. You don't care about the person with autism.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
I mean, I could use the credit.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't give a fuck.
Hey, it would help me get booked around town a little bit more.
Right, which is why I'm saying you don't actually care.
No. But I do. This is actually the point I was originally trying to make anyway. Before you suckered me into making a fool out of myself. But
everything's
I
my
was staring
fault.
at your tits.
You suck.
Sorry.
You suck. Okay, say what you were gonna say. You can't even remember now.
Yes, I can.
Okay, say it.
All right, I'm gonna say it from over here. Though. Am I
Are they
still
gonna
on
be able
camera?
to see you?
I don't know, but this is more comfortable for me.
Cameron.
You're being such a bitch this episode.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
All right. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I think I should be dating someone with autism.
Where would you take them on a date?
I mean, the zoo seems like a pretty safe bet.
Why? Why does the zoo seem like a safe bet?
Be-
The zoo is where they took the girl that has Down syndrome.
Yeah, but also they went on a safari. A lot of them know a lot of stuff about animals, whatever. But the reason I bring that up though is because it's like when that one guy was talking to Danny and he was like, yeah, I love Pokemon, and she was like, wow. I'm like, yeah, that's what I need.
A girl who's impressed by Pokemon?
When I tell you that I love Pokemon, you're like, ugh, what are you, fucking gay or whatever, you know?
I don't say that.
You call me the F word.
No, I don't. You're doing a smear campaign now about me. Actually,
I just would be nice if you're a little more impressed.
I love that you love Pokemon. I think there's so many worse things you could like Call of Duty. I would be more mad. Pokemon's like cute. I would say non-threatening is a big word when I think of Pokemon. I don't think of a guy that likes Pokemon assaulting or
also don't fucking paint me in that box that I can't also
be an abusive boyfriend because you like Pokemon.
Yeah, what the hell is that? You don't think I could fucking slap a lady?
You don't think I could go Geodude on your ass?
Yeah, dude. Come on.
I also like Pokemon. I think it's interesting how much you like Pokemon. That's interesting.
Cool. I think the word you're looking for is very cool.
I didn't know as many grown men that were this into Pokemon until I started doing stand-up.
Also, I didn't re-enter the Pokemon world until 2020.
I don't know if that's true.
That's 100% true. How are you going to tell me?
You really? It wasn't before then?
I didn't give a fuck about Pokemon for at least a decade.
Okay.
And then COVID happened, and I realized.
And then oh my God.
That.
It was before 2020 then. Because I remember. It must have been right before 2020. Because, so COVID happened, and then you started playing Pokemon, and then you beat Pokemon, and then you started crying because you were so happy.
Yes, I did. It was one of the best moments of my life. I have no shame in that. Don't try to shame me for that.
You must have started before 2020.
No, it was 2020, Allyson.
Is 2020 when COVID happened?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2019.
No, it's 2020.
Yeah, you did start crying when you won Pokemon.
Yep.
So I knew it was going to be part of our lives for a while.
Yep. And now I have the tattoo to prove it. My one and only tattoo. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like if you were maybe a little more on the spectrum, you would think it's cool. You're cooler.
Yeah, am I the least autistic person of all time? What do I lean towards disability wise? I'm more Down syndrome for sure. What?
No way.
No? I like to dance and
This is not good. I don't think we can release this episode at
you're
all.
the one that wanted to talk about this.
I feel like there's no way we can put this. Has to be.
I
Patreon.
have said multiple times that people with Down syndrome like to dance, and people don't like that. But here's the
I feel
thing.
like that's not a bad thing to say.
It's not a bad thing to
What
say.
is that?
They're always having a good time. They're always partying. Obviously, there's exceptions to the rule. But when I worked at the special needs camp that I worked at, let me just tell you, the Down syndrome week, the dance, it was more lit than any of the other disabilities. If you bring together all the disabilities, I would love to know who is the most into dancing. There might be another one. I told you about Prodder Willie. That was a weird one I learned about. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's some ones you've never even heard of before.
I'm sure.
There's like the big ones that everyone knows.
Yeah.
Like the top ones. And then
Yeah.
there's like stuff that you're like, what?
Yeah.
Should we back off the
I would like to get
Special
Eric.
needs
I would
and
like to
that.
get Eric on that show.
Yeah, I do think that they should do some nonverbal people, but they have to get better at the dates because the dates they're not. I don't know. They're not the best.
Yeah, I do wonder. I'm like, what would Eric do? What would my brother's date be? You
I
know?
think that for
hometown buffet for sure,
No,
right?
Well, they could eat, but I think you want something that engages them together if they're both nonverbal. So something that's like tactile.
Yeah, maybe like a room with like a bunch of like foamy like blocks and stuff to kind of
Like a foam pit.
like a foam pit.
giant foam
Yeah, like a
pit?
giant foam pit, but like more like something chiller than a foam pit though. Because I was thinking like a trampoline park, but it's like I don't think.
What
you'd
about
really
one of
be
those
into that
rooms
either.
that's just like a bunch of mirrors? Is that a nightmare?
No,
Is that
what? What do you want? That's what you want.
I don't know.
That's narcissism.
No,
by
no,
the
no,
way.
no,
That's
no,
that's
I'm
the
just saying-
disability you have. Is
Yeah, it is.
just
Yeah.
pure narcissism.
Yeah, it's terminal.
Mm.
I hated that.
What?
Cut that out.
What?
Me saying that.
Oh. Okay. Do you actually want me to cut that out?
No, whatever. I don't care. The whole episode's fucked.
I'll cut it out. Yeah.
I mean, the whole episode's absolutely fucked. The only good part was me calling you out for getting scammed, pretty much. I love when we recap the episode before it's ended.
We always do.
Do you want me to?
We
do you want me-
always do that.
Do you want me to say something else?
Yeah. I mean, so I genuinely don't know how much of this we.
Okay, can I make a
use.
suggestion based on like what I think maybe?
Is this for the show or is this?
Yeah,
in
this
general?
is it's we're having a creative meeting while we're already filming the show.
Well, we're
Because I'm fine with that. We're already here.
okay.
Right?
I don't know. How,
So
all right.
so
all right.
excuse me.
Go ahead.
I burp like a Pokemon would burp.
Yeah.
What I've noticed, you can tell me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
is the type of conversation that we both respond to.
Yeah.
Is if you're like, what do you think about this? And I say, what do you think about this? What do you what's your favorite? Like very simple questions, and just let the other person answer in an absurd way. Not like
Yeah.
this whole thing where it's like, and then the pedophilic elite, and then you have all this, and you get so excited to bring up this topic of what you want to talk about to the point where when I answer, it's always going to be disappointing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you already have a vision for where it's going, whereas I like to just throw you up, lob you up something and see where you go with it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be more like Love on the Spectrum in that sense.
Yes.
Just like I like dinosaurs. Do you like dinosaurs? That's what the
What do you think about dinosaurs?
yeah.
That being said, I do have a new term
Should we
that I
wait for
don't
the
think you know.
helicopter?
They're not going to hear it
Okay.
because it's the close-up microphones, right?
I guess. It's fine. Either way, it's fine.
Remember how I used to give you a thing and then you would try to define it? But I know you didn't like it that much, but people did kind of.
Yeah.
Because you're...
fucking hacks.
Sure, like, I mean...
What's a munch? Duh. Okay, it's not bad. I shouldn't do that either. I don't even know. That's the thing that kind of sucks about comedy is You can't just fucking be reckless anymore.
Okay. Well, you can. You're just overthinking it. It's not that big of a deal.
I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings,
okay.
you know?
You're not gonna hurt anyone's
I
feelings.
don't want to.
We can literally cut out anything that hurts people's feelings.
Everyone probably has autism.
Sure.
Who's on the show? I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Also, okay, one thing about autism is like, in general, it's like
Okay, we're still doing this.
it's like so everybody has it.
I know.
So
it's
just
annoying.
everybody has it.
Yeah, it's annoying for sure.
So then what are we?
Mhm.
Then what are we doing?
Yeah.
Then if everybody's got it,
I'm sweating.
so then nobody has it,
Sure. Yeah.
right? It's like herpes.
Mm-hmm. Autism is just like herpes.
I keep this is like not.
Yeah.
I keep
By
saying
the way,
things.
everyone doesn't have herpes. You're gonna make it seem like we have herpes now.
I think everyone has herpes.
No.
Everyone does have
Cameron.
a form
Stop trying to
of herpes.
make people believe that we have herpes. We don't.
You keep bringing up us. I'm saying I'm
You said
talking
everyone.
macro. I'm talking about the whole freaking
You
world.
said
Everyone.
everyone.
Everyone
don't.
does have herpes, Allyson.
about
Look it up.
us?
Look it up.
What
Look it up
about
right
us?
now. Look it up right now.
No, but what about us?
Everyone has a type of herpes.
Oh boy.
Maybe not genital. This is the first smart thing
What
I've
type
said.
of herpes do you have? Belly button herpes?
I've had cold sores before, so whatever type of herpes that is.
Do you know who the dolls are?
No.
Who do you think the dolls are? If you could guess.
Like
Do you want me to give you a hint?
like the Jenners and the Kardashians and
Well, actually, one of the Kardashian Jenners is a doll.
are they like not real people? They're like robot, like AI, cyborg, Illuminati
honestly,
puppets.
No, because you obviously went way too far, like you always do. But they are kind of, the dolls are kind of a subgenre of human.
Okay. You're going to explain?
They're trans. They're trans people.
Wow.
They're just
They're called
trans
the
people.
dolls?
That's what people are calling them now. The dolls, yeah.
Is that it sounds derogatory.
It's like almost like, well, because if you think about it, right? Who really wants to be called trans or tranny? It's too close to like the transvestite thing, which was like the negative term.
Mm-hmm.
So then they started to become fashion models, and it was like a fashion model term that like trans models used, and now it's like, because like, is that not the best? I think it's the best one so far. To call them a doll, is there a better term? A less offensive one, I mean. Because you're going to say lady boy. That's got to be off the table.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure.
I think trans was like they were trying to do the right thing, but it was just too close to the other terms.
I think trans is fine.
You think trans is fine?
It's like maybe a little medical. You know, maybe.
It's too.
The dolls sounds. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't. It sounds like
I'm a doll.
you're not a real person.
Yeah, but
You're
that's
a
kind of
doll.
cool. I wish I was a doll. Like it makes you want to be it. Because it makes it seem like it's like evolution.
No, not to me.
It does sound cyborgy to me a little bit.
Yeah,
Cyborg would be cool. A cool name for trans.
cyborg
people.
is good.
Yeah. They can't take that though.
Yeah, and also it doesn't really work.
Because there's not any part of them that's metal.
You have to be part robot.
Well, what if they got like robotic genitalia?
Yeah, that's cool.
They won't.
I'm into that. They will eventually.
You think so?
Yeah, I think eventually we're gonna be mostly robot parts.
But not if you already have a penis or a vagina.
It's gonna be like a sign of poverty to still have your fleshy parts.
Yeah, but you'd never want to give up your real penis for a fake penis.
Not right now, but eventually, yeah. Eventually,
You
fake
won't.
penises will.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
men will want
This is where AI is going.
Well, obviously, if you have a small one, maybe, but
I didn't necessarily mean penis and balls either. I just meant like arms, legs, neck, eyeballs.
Neck. You're going to have a robotic neck, but like not head or body.
Yeah.
Just your neck.
neck.
You can't even do
Well, it's
that.
going to be a sign of wealth. It's like, oh, this guy can afford a robot neck.
But you'd think robot spine, not neck. You can't just have half of your...
Yeah, sure. Okay, spine too.
I don't think you know how body parts work. Neck
Okay,
isn't
now
a
I
body
don't know
part.
how body parts work.
Well, neck...
You've been smearing me.
You were smearing me.
What is this? Smear
You've
the
been-
queer?
You've
Remember
been
that?
smeared. I never understood what that meant. What is that?
Smear the Queer was a game we used to play where one boy had a football, and if you had the football, you were the queer.
Okay.
And
That's how I feel.
And everyone would try to
About
tackle
football.
you and take the ball from you and become the queer.
Oh, so it's just football.
I've never really thought about that
So
part.
it's just football. Why is it called queer?
No, it's
Isn't
not
that what they do in football?
Football has more rules and regulations.
Oh, so it's gayer?
than that.
That's your argument?
Of course it's gayer. I mean,
So, but technically football is Smear the Queer. It's a football adjacent game.
Smear the Queer is a football adjacent game, yes.
Wow. Never knew that. I thought it was like kick the can.
What's that?
It's like a more old timey game that we would
You
play.
just kick a can and then
I
somebody
forget
else
how it
kicks
works.
the can?
It's like the can is
You
like
stomp out a Mexican.
there's no Mexicans where I'm from.
You kick them while they're on the ground.
It's all whites.
Yeah.
I can't remember the rules, but it's old timey. I think Smear the Queer is old timey too. It's like stickball. It's like, why are we still playing this?
Yeah.
We have
I don't
Minecraft.
know if they are. I don't think kids are still smearing queers. Maybe online.
I never knew that it was football.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was like that game where you throw the ball really high up in the air and then you run away and then whoever catches it tries to throw the ball at the person. What's that called?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is. Anyway,
How much time have we done?
like an hour.
Oh, shit. Already?
Just crazy.
Yeah, it's not
yeah,
good.
It's like,
We're going to need to throw this one out.
I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
Episode 5 really. That's when they
That's
really.
what happens when we don't do it back to back. We don't get used to it, you know. Every time we come back, it's harder.
No, I think it's kind of my fault for preparing really maybe insensitive topics. It's not the fact that they're insensitive. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not like smart enough to.
No, it's just
Do
you
jokes
can't
about-
have any expectations. We just have to talk, like me and you talk a certain way to each other.
Yeah.
And we don't talk like as if it's a news desk about topics that we bring. We just talk. We just hang out.
Mhm.
And you have to just like look at me and want to hang out with me and not be like, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, you were really pissing me off this
But-
episode.
But the best episode is when we're just hanging out and talking. You know?
Yeah.
Like you were
Anyway. Okay. I
'cause,
mean, I
like-
guess this is over.
yeah, I know. It sucks because I want to do more time, but like we've just already it's you know.
Are we
Did
gonna
you
put
want to
this
do
out?
another one?
You don't want to? Either way, we don't have to talk about this on camera.
Sometimes
This
I like to
is-
extract things
I don't
out of
like
it.
I don't like dissecting the episode on. We do this every single time.
Well, that's why I have very low expectations for full content that we put out.
Yeah. Well,
I just didn't know when we were going to do another one
Yeah.
or what we should do.
I don't know. I think we should put this out. Whatever. I don't think it matters. The 12 people that watch this are going to be like, all right, I'm out. They might.
I just like
They
if
might.
we film another one, then we film another one. But
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Look, if you want the same fucking pussy bullshit that the other podcasts are giving you, go watch those other fucking pussy bullshit podcasts.
anytime I look good, it's usually a bad episode. So, and that's usually what happens when I do stand up as well. So I gotta just go more grunge.
Because here's the thing, we're truth tellers. Okay.
I mean, you posturing never goes well. I think that's another thing we've learned today. You just got to be who you are and not be a guy that's like getting down to business. Like, it's never
I'm a
good.
guy that gets down to business.
You aren't. You aren't a guy that gets down to business.
What are you trying to say?
You're a chill guy that just likes to have fun and do bits.
That's what I'm doing. And if people think that that is the thing, people will be like, this is how he really feels.
Well, you were being like, I'm actually mad right now at me. So it's like,
well, because you kept interrupting me and you never let me talk.
I think I let you talk a good amount this time. I definitely
Honestly,
interrupt you a
probably
lot.
too much. You got to cut me off more.
Okay, so what is it? Did I interrupt you too much, or did I let you talk too much?
You gotta.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Cut me off a little bit more, if anything. If we're being real, don't let me talk about Dan Schneider.
Somebody help me. I wanted to
But
ask you some
also,
really dumb questions.
Don't interrupt me. Okay. I mean, you do them rapid fire.
No, I think they're just gonna piss you off.
No, I'm not actually mad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. You're not scared of me.
No.
Because I play Pokemon, so
Sure.
I'll never hit a woman. That's
I like
such.
that part when I said you're gonna Geodude me, but
That's such bullshit.
I think that you could scare me, but you don't. I think you have the
That's good.
capability to.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for rocking out with your boy.
I really enjoyed filming this episode with you.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do that, and then you just fucking got weird. I thought you were gonna do some fun voices and stuff. Yes, I really enjoyed this, and do you think maybe we could record again soon? I like doing both of them together.
Mm-hmm.
Connor and James.
Yeah.
Recording with you is like trying to walk across hot coals. I mean, that's offensive.
Yeah.
No, that's offensive.
Yeah, we've been impersonating them a lot lately.
Okay, because we admire them.
Yeah, it's not meant to be.
I would go on a date with Connor.
Yeah, I know you would.
He's cute. He's funny. He worships women. He knows his place in the world. Men don't usually know that, but he knows a woman should be pressing her heel firmly into his neck, and he gets that.
I don't know if he ever said that.
Yeah, but the rest of him, like his
You do
actions
like a docile man that you can
simp.
fucking walk all over.
No, I don't want to walk
Mhm.
all over him.
So it's just me.
You think I walk all over you? No.
Mm-hmm. Play the
No.
tape back.
No.
Play it back.
I just feel comfortable giving my opinion.
Yeah, and you know what?
And men
Maybe
hate
that's
that.
on me. Maybe I should have made you a little more uncomfortable with sharing your opinion.
I think you get me that there's a balance.
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to say Dan Schneider was right about everything, but
But what? But what specifically is he right about?
but I could really use a massage right about now.
Yeah. I massage you all the time.
Not while we're filming.
You want me to massage you while we film?
Yes. There we go. Now we got an episode.
You're going to give me half a salary now?
Yeah. Well, neither of us make any money doing this whatsoever, so that's easy.
Thank you.
That's easy.
You're going to get your 50% of nothing.
Which is 0. But we make the same money, so make the same amount.
Should we record again tomorrow or?
I don't know. Probably.
Okay.
This is going right in the trash.
Okay, so let's just end it, and
Okay.
we'll reflect.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Sorry about all the things we said.
You love addressing the audience.
Yeah.
I refuse to.
All right.
Okay, bye.